have happened in 5 hours.
Yeah.
Hi, friends. Hello. We actually have a bunch to talk about today. As you guys are getting here, saying hello, whatnot, we're trying to find you so we can see your comments. It's weird saying other things. You know, you probably don't want to read any of those. If you see anything obscene pop up, it's not mine.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to get to it. What's the name of this video? Something about mberries? Everyone's... I already see the hi daddy and I can't even get the comments up yet. I'm trying to catch you guys. This is a part of the video we should just cut out at the beginning of everyone. Almost there. Where are we going to start? Pigs, or are we going to start with the mberry?
Start with the mberry.
Mberry should close. I think we have a closer today, guys.
Sounds good.
And we can see your comments here in a second.
And we're going to hear our voices.
And it's going to be real annoying, and it's going to loop.
I'm ready.
Anybody unfamiliar with what mberry is, you've got your time to go Google it. We're going to give it a try, and supposedly... mberry is...
Jesus.
That's annoying as hell.
Supposedly,
mberry is... That's annoying as hell.
Stop it. There we go.
Oh, I love it. Repeating loop. Okay. We're not repeating. We can see you. And we have things to discuss. You want to talk about your pigs almost killing me?
Yeah, sure.
Let's say hellos real quick. Hello, Ashley Delgado. Hello, Albert Rumpel. It looks like you're back to normal. Hello, Chevy 5-Speed. Hello, Jasmine the Future. Rob Harden is up late. JFH McCudden. That's a lot of name.
What up, pimps?
Chef Chip 04. Elizabeth Ricard. Jared Veramilia. I tried, man. Swimmer Gaines. Silver Anon. Emily Goss. Alan Paul Ladd.
Paul Ladd.
All right. If we didn't say your name, we're going to get to it, I promise. Just thought we'd say some hellos. We have had a busy day. I've been up 5.5 hours. He got a haircut. The lady that cut his hair, I believe...
Oh, come on. It was a great haircut. Cool lady.
I believe the lady may have been under the influence of some methamphetamines.
That's why I want cutting my hair. I want someone stimulated and focused and dialed in like she was. She did a good job. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Then, when we got to the register, this person that he's so proud of, that is so dialed in and so stimulated and so whatever.
She told me she had ADHD. In the way she behaved, you know.
I know a lot of people with ADHD. They don't dance and then push one button on the cash register. With a debit card, it was an 8-minute transaction to pay for a haircut. And in that 8 minutes, she danced, she pointed to the heavens. I don't know. She spoke in some tongues.
She did.
I got very frustrated.
It was an experience.
From there, we'll cut to the next exciting thing.
We will. Got
home, my air conditioner broke. There's a baby in this house somewhere. That's another thing. Air conditioner broke, fixed my TV, and his pigs escaped.
Yeah, they did. I have two, and the little one, the littler...
The 200-pound one is the little one.
Yeah, he got his tusks. Apparently, pigs, if you don't know this, first of all, if pigs, like, go out into the wild, they transform into boars. So they're kind of, like, in the middle. They're kind of...
Their cage borders the woods.
Yeah. So they have tusks, and one of them got their tusk stuck in the gate, the door gate or whatever. You know
he doesn't do this justice. The thing's got tusk like this.
Yeah, it does.
He got one stuck behind a chain link fence, and then twisted, and then somehow got the other one stuck, and then chained his own mouth shut. So he's going like this with the fence. He tore open the fence. The other pig escaped.
Yeah.
And then it's like 100 degrees out there. It's what? July in Arkansas. Pigs foaming at the mouth. This may shock you guys, but normally I'm not someone that deals with barnyard animals. That's the most interaction I've ever had with those pigs. And when you hear the phrase scream like a pig, the connotation is pretty upsetting. But what this pig was screaming upset me.
Yeah, they scream loud.
This fool had never been screamed at by me in his life. I'm like screaming, Go get the wire cutters. No! I thought the pig was going to die. It was horrible.
Yeah, well, we got him cut free, and he's doing all right. I guess you've never been, like, boar hunting or seen boar hunting videos. Have you ever watched a video of people boar hunting?
No!
There's a video on YouTube I watched of these people in, like, you know what an Arctic cat is? It's like
I do.
Yeah, they're driving an Arctic cat, and ACD's playing in the background. It's like Highway to Hell or something like that. And these dogs are chasing down these boars. And you thought that scream was bad. You should listen. You should listen to a hog scream when it's getting its face ripped apart by like pit bulls. So anyway, these dogs like track this pit bull down or this hog down, and they're pulling at its face. And a guy hops out of an Arctic cat, and it's screaming and it's moving around, it's screaming for its life, and you just go like, and he just stabs it to death. It's a pretty intense thing to watch.
This was on YouTube?
Yeah, it was on YouTube.
But we can't say the word about when the Germans were having a bad time.
Can't say that.
They'll pull our advertising. We can't say that word.
But you can
watch a pig get ripped to pieces by pit bulls and then shot while AC/DC plays not copyright free.
You can.
We're doing something wrong over here.
The like to dislike ratio was actually surprisingly pretty good.
Well, probably the kind of person that's going to turn that on is predisposed to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm speechless. I'm just going to say it's been a long time since I've been upset about anything. That was very upsetting. And I have new disgust and respect when someone says squeal like a pig, because I didn't really put two and two together. But yeah, especially in the context that you're getting anally penetrated, that is horrible.
It's my new life mission to get rid of those pigs.
Speaking of which, not at all. We look a little shiny.
It's the lighting.
Does that translate to you guys? Are we shiny?
I saw someone comment about it. We're like glowing.
Glowing?
Look pallid.
I don't have our shades. Hold on. Let me see if I can do one thing to unglow us. Tell me if you unglow. Nope.
We just moved the light around a little bit.
Let's do this.
Do one of those
Why
things.
so much light in here? Oh my.
Perfect.
There. Better.
If I lean my head back.
Don't lean your head back. We'll sit in a dark room. The darker it is, the better we look anyway. If we're sitting in pitch black.
We are.
How's that? Any better, guys? You guys think those little lights with umbrellas on them look tacky and corny and don't serve a purpose, but when you don't have them, you get this. You look like you're looking to the heavens. Let's get in a darker room. I don't understand anyway. Where the hell did all this extra light come from?
The camera's closer than it usually is.
Damn. I feel better. Now I feel like we're in a bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had pigs.
We did.
We got the pigs cut loose. And my air conditioner that was broken when I came back in from the Miracle of the Pigs was suddenly fixed. It was like God said, "Gonna put you through some trauma with a pig. I'll fix your air conditioner so you don't die of heat exhaustion."
Thanks, God.
So it wasn't bad. We didn't even get to the other part. Guy on the couch was here, and the other pig, the 400-pound pig, his genius idea was he tried to wrangle it.
He tried to lasso it.
With an extension cord.
Yeah.
So he throws this extension cord around this 400-pound charging pig and thought that A, the cord would hold, and B, he was going to stop the pig. Neither of those things happened. Let's just say the pig kind of kicked his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's been the day up till now.
It was, to the pig's credit, it was pretty easy to get him back into the pen. You just kind of had to nudge him a little bit, and he was like, "All right, go." He didn't put up much of a fight. He just kind of waddled back in there.
He did. Yeah, I see the lampshade thing. Usually we have a different light rig. We got, as you can tell, a little upset, a little busy. And we're already 20 minutes late, so rather than set up what we usually have that takes like 20 minutes, as crappy as our videos look, believe it or not, there is some lighting and microphones and some things you guys don't see, so they could always look worse. Today, what you got here was literal house lighting. And that's what you get with house lighting. You get all blowed up. Candlelight would be awesome. Watch the Halloween episode with the Ouija board. You weren't here for that one, were you?
I wasn't. I don't know where I was.
I know. He was over there asleep.
Me and my friend tried to buy a Ouija board at Walmart at like 12 in the morning. Had some redneck trying to talk us out of it. Some dude who worked there, he's like, "That's not a good idea."
Really?
Yeah.
He
was like, "You guys ever seen The Exorcist?" I swear, two people were kind of shook their heads when we were trying to buy a Ouija board. People are way too superstitious.
You're in Arkansas, my friend.
We are.
I don't know what to say to that other than I believe it. I subbed you for a week, Liz. Well, did you unsub her at that point? Just got here. Have we talked about all the BS Dame's been dropping lately? No, we haven't even gotten to that. We were talking about pigs. We haven't gotten to Dame. We haven't gotten to OJ. We haven't gotten to the fools watching a guy drown.
Oh.
We hadn't gotten to the mberry.
What's going on with Dame? I'm curious now. What's he doing?
Okay, this is participation from you guys because I don't want to spread misinformation. I got a bunch of, you name it, snaps, texts,
Emails.
IMs. No, not one email, but DMs from people wanting to know my opinion on the Dame video.
What Dame video?
Well, I'll get to it. Here's the thing. I don't watch. I know people just think, no, he just says that, but I don't give a shit what Dame does, so I don't watch. So after like the fourth one, I went over and looked. He titled the video, and you guys, Rye is here. Rye will tell me immediately. Something like, quitting YouTube, ? Correct me. Give me the correct whatever. But what it did was lead you to believe he may be quitting YouTube again.
Oh, he clickbaited you.
30-minute video. And at like minute 28, 30 seconds,
gotcha.
I ain't quitting YouTube, fam. Gonna stretch that shit out.
Corny.
So, like most people, like a lot of people that watch our live streams, they're in for 5 to 10 minutes and then they drop out.
Yeah.
So when you read the comments, you have people at that point that were still believing he quit. Well, of course he didn't quit. He's just trying to stretch out his view time. So I don't know why people wanted to know my opinion of this, other than, here is my opinion. Dame has bounced the I'm quitting YouTube check like 7 times now. And people keep allowing him to do it. He keeps, like, earning credit on the, am I going to quit YouTube, fam? When are people going to be like, who gives a shit if you quit or not?
Yeah.
Stretched it out 30 minutes to make his money. His next video after that, he blew the review bra.
You blew him?
Literally.
Literally.
He just made a video called Life After YouTube. Is that another one or is that the one I'm talking about, two dudes? He has retired more than the Rolling Stones.
So what do you mean he blew the review, bro? He's talking smack about him or he's talking him up?
No, he blew him. That means good things.
Oh, okay.
He's like, here's a guy that is on the rise that I can attach my name to. And there are a segment of morons out there that will say, well, Dame's trying to help a guy.
I thought he was bigger than Dame.
No, he's not yet, but he's getting there. Review Bra gets like 8,000 subs a day, but when Dame wants to like point his finger and talk about all the good he's done, he'll be like, I'm trying to help people coming up. And he's got a guy's getting 8,000 subs a day.
Yeah.
Telling you the story of how great he is and then showing you clips that you've already known. Yeah, thanks, Dame. Sky's blue, water's wet. So that's it for Dame. My opinion was, though, food review shoddy or BDS.
Beer drink shoddy.
He made the perfect video of this. Just like make note, he boiled it down to about 3 minutes, and it's perfect. I'll show you. I know that video. I can find it after this. If you guys don't follow that dude, just for his banging on Dame alone, it's well worth it.
I did see his video of him reacting to the ASMR video. It was pretty funny.
Same alley. I see a lot, and it's not just Albert. Is there something I don't know? Again, not even kidding. I don't keep up with these guys because I want to shoot myself in the face when I hear about them. What is all this talk from various people about kindemic and tax problems? I see it on other web pages. I see it here. I can't believe it's all coming from one person. Is he in tax trouble I don't know about?
Awesome if he got in trouble for tax fraud.
Albert Rumble said kid avoids taxes, and I read that and it was allegedly. How do you know that, Albert? Give us something. Break some news here. Don't let us just be rumor mongers.
Yeah.
Nothing. Let's see. Ken hasn't paid the Canadian. I should have known. We're never going to get a straight answer. If we were on another site, who would have a live stream that his people would be honest with him? Ian's people wouldn't kid about this.
They would not. They wouldn't.
Is Ian kind of still doing live streams? Do you guys know? Has anybody heard? He kind of fell off. Is it the same in Canada?
I don't know.
I don't know. Next subject. I don't know anything about it. I'll just keep seeing it. Let's talk about the mberry before we get there. Oh, here comes Rye. I think he's getting donations to pay for his food and then writing them off his taxes as business expenses.
Ooh, it sounds kind of like a scheme.
Rye, that's why we keep you on retainer, because you go back to our there's the word, earliest videos. Like, one of the things I always hammered him on was that very thing. He would take donations to buy food for the homeless, and then he would make a big deal, like he'd take a $12 check down to a thing and be like, I bought some green beans. And I always looked at it, and I know it's on video where we talk about this, and I said there's numerous ways that this isn't working. Is because he can report that on his taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all allegedly. He writes off everything he does on his taxes, food, gas, vacations, and business as expenses. Well, now, truth in advertising.
So is he doing anything illegal?
I don't know. And I'm not even going to speculate because that's unfair. But I've told you guys before, we write off the things we eat as taxes because we make an income from YouTube. And if you make like $5 a year, you can't get away with this. But if you make enough money...
A couple million like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, like when we buy hamburgers, if I keep the receipt and itemize it, at the end of the year, I take it to my accountant, and the poor bastard has like 300. I had a stroke. Like 300 small receipts for food. Hey, man, it adds up. So I wouldn't blame Dame for doing that. And anybody that has Ken. Dame. Yeah, Ken. Anybody that has a half a bit of sense would probably do the same thing. Although I have talked to food reviewers, like off air, that are just like, what? You can do that? Yeah, if you get income, you can claim it. So that's why I always laugh at people. One of the complaints when we do the one sandwich, there'll always be the one guy, he didn't want to pay for 2 sandwiches.
Oh.
Fool, they're free. I forgot to pay for my McDonald's bill the other day. I thought I was going to jail. Now, what? How you do that? If you're at the drive-thru, unless you're at the one Burger King here where the people are usually under the influence of something, they don't hand you the food and then want the money. McDonald's is pretty meticulous. Their system goes, you pay, you wait 45 minutes, then they give you the food. So tell me, two dudes, how did you almost not pay? I'm curious. I just go stop the whole thing while he types. OJ, we haven't gotten there yet. So much.
OJ Simpson.
Our time is so short, and I want to get so much in. You guys got any thoughts on OJ? Here's my thoughts on OJ. Let's piss some people off.
Let's do it.
Don't talk politics. We don't talk sports. We don't talk religion. So OJ is really the only thing left that can piss people off. For this crime, OJ shouldn't have been in prison to begin with.
Fair enough. I don't think anyone's going to argue that.
No, there'll be people. You go anywhere. Everybody thinks he should be in prison for a crime he didn't commit now for the one he got away with.
Well, I get what.
But then they're the same people that will bitch about police mistreatment if they're pulled over, but they want to pick and choose the cases where the law doesn't apply. In the case of OJ, no.
No.
OJ should be in jail for being ugly. He ugly.
He should.
There's a better case for that than for what they put him in for. Flame says he should not have been in jail. I like my OJ with pulp. I'm not going to do it to you here, Tyler. I'm not going to embarrass you. But, you know, there's probably a joke I could make at your expense. Some of them things I'll say to you off air about my thinking of your leanings, we'll leave it there. Megan Fifield has a question.
Who's that?
Can I stay with May tomorrow and Wednesday? Well, since you put it on an open forum.
Who's May? Do you know?
We're not going to say that out loud.
Okay.
You fell out of character. Well, since we're going to put it in an open forum, can Megan stay with May tomorrow and Wednesday, folks? No, Megan. First vote to 7 will decide Megan's fate.
The glove doesn't fit. You must acquit.
2 yeses and a no. 3 yeses. She's got to get 7. 3-2. 4-2. 4-3. 4-4. Oh, crap, Megan. It's looking like no. I think... No, Megan. Since you asked on a public forum and left it to the public has said no. But, you know, we may try again later. Chow Pung. She's underage, Chow. You pervert. We got derailed.
We did get derailed. We're talking about OJ.
We're talking about OJ. And,
isn't there like some thing as parole where you can smoke pot?
Yeah, that was the other part. So he got put in jail wrongly for a violent crime, and then he can smoke pot and drink on parole for violent crime. If you went to like the library and wrote a book of how to pervert justice and screw up any kind of respect for the law, like OJ is book 1, page 1 in every way. Hey God, what's up?
I'm kind of rooting for OJ. I don't know why.
Not particularly rooting for OJ.
So do you think he killed those people? He killed them, didn't he?
There's a very good chance. I read the book, and I saw the special.
Didn't he write a book, How I Would Have Done It?
You know, though, we're not going to do this to these people. There's 38 people that have taken the time, and they don't want to hear my OJ theory, so I'm going to give it to you in a nutshell.
Let's hear it.
There's 2 unusual things about the OJ thing, and I'm going to leave it there. What they never tell you is they always tell you that Nicole's parents were with her. The night of the murder, they all went to dinner. And then Nicole called and spoke with them before she was murdered. There were phone records showing this. The drive from that restaurant to these folks' house. Now, I'm giving you an example. Go look it up. I'm probably off in times and minutes, but for the time being, they spoke to her at 10:15. The murders were in a window. They had to nail it down for OJ to have time to go do all this crap and then get on a plane. He had to be back at his house, washed and clean, and in that limo at 10:25. The time frame for him to do these murders and jump, if she's on the phone at 10:15 and they don't hear her get murdered and then she hangs up, makes no sense. It's impossible. The phone records exist. It was a long-distance call. OJ tried to get the phone records. The parents would not give the phone records up. The state of California put a lock on the phone records.
Why?
Why? Why would you do that? Even now, the phone records are still housed and you can't get the phone records. If OJ's guilty and you're her parents, that's the first thing you could do is waive them. The parents gave a specific timeline that they were on the phone with Nicole Simpson at this time. The next day, they went and spoke to the DA. They then changed their timeline back 30 minutes. They never produced evidence of why. That's one thing that I find highly dubious on OJ. That's one. 2, the whole his son did it and he covered for him. The timeline on his son doing it fits perfectly. And his son had just assaulted a guy with a knife like a week before.
Why would his son do that?
Because he was obsessed with her, and she had told people that his son was standing outside at night watching her get dressed.
Sounds like he did it.
And then a dude shows up, and this guy that's been watching, who had just assaulted somebody with a knife, assaults some people with a knife. I don't know. That's why I don't say OJ is 100% guilty.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple things that could easily be cleared up. That blood evidence is tight, though. But if you went, say, with the narrative that his son did it, and his son still stayed there, the blood evidence would still work. Okay, enough OJ.
Wow.
Let's move on. The audience increased, but the comments stopped because they're
Arthritis?
like, Jesus.
What's that have to do with it? That's random.
That's why the glove wouldn't fit.
Oh.
He didn't take his arthritis medicine, and then the glove wouldn't fit.
Well, that's smart.
But that would also explain how it would be hard for him to jump over a fence and do all this stuff that they had his ninja doing. Greg, will you review bone-hurting juice?
What?
Is that an anti-inflammatory? Think about it. Light went on. Father of the Year, if that's the case. Yeah, and that's the other thing. OJ was never known for being particularly loving of his children. Y'all suck. That's why it stopped. Coming from Lil Super Savage. That's the kind of burn you get from Lil Super Savage.
Yeah.
Y'all suck. I'm Lil Super Savage.
Good one.
I insulted him.
LOL, just kidding. See?
Gotta do better, Lil Super Savage. Damn it.
He's a savage, man.
How about some shit like, yo, that Peter Brady looking dude.
Peter Brady.
Google it. Google Peter Brady Hawaii and you tell me. I put it on the Facebook. I know that's way before you guys' time, but come on.
I don't know about it.
I know about it. I saw like 4 people ask while I was on the OJ rant. We're not going to do a 1 in 7. We're just going to do it today. So if you guys want to give us a pity like, we'll take it. Here's what we're going to do for those of you that didn't Google or just joining. A friend of the show named Jesse gave me something called mberry. I'm taking it on faith from Jesse. Q and I are both going to try these pills. Tablets.
Tablets.
They dissolve on your tongue. And then we are going to savagely bite into these lemons.
Savagely.
Now, well, you can't daintily bite it. You got to go in like an apple.
Are we going to cut it?
We'll cut it in half, and then we're going to go in on it.
Fair enough.
According to Jesse, and according to the pamphlet that comes with this rather sketchy pill thing we're going to take, this will not be sour. It will be sweet.
Awesome.
So, that's what we're going to do. Anybody ever tried this before? Damn it. Damn this lighting. There it is. There's a shot. All I will say is, hopefully this is a bigger success story for me than the time I thought it was a good idea to try salvia.
Oh.
That was a mistake that I won't be repeating. So, if you guys start turning into bugs, and I suffer time displacement, and then triangles start coming out of the walls, I'll let you know.
Man, I wish salvia would be legal again so I can watch a bunch of new videos of people tripping on salvia. Those videos are awesome.
You guys want to hear the salvia story?
Wait, hold on. Are you alright?
Am I alright to tell this story?
Yeah.
It was bought legally.
Yeah.
I don't know. The worst I can do is just, like, block the video. I mean,
okay.
It's not like we're going to make $1 million off of this. This video will make, like, 53 cents.
Do what thou wilt.
Okay. Okay, here it is. And those of you that don't want to hear it,
get out of here.
Q will do it in sign language. Very long story short. Salvia, what they don't tell you about it is 1 in 3, 1 in 4 people. I'm sure Ryan will have these stats. He can back me up. 75% of the people that try it, let's just say that, have a very mellow effect. Supposedly it's like weed, where you're just like, oh, ooh, salvia.
Ooh, ah.
1 in 4, unbeknownst to me because I'm a moron, it's legal. Somebody said, here, smoke this. I said, sure. Didn't do any research. Here's what happens to 1 in 4 people. And these things can happen independently, or lucky me, in my case, all at once. I take a hit of salvia, hold it into my lungs, and as I'm exhaling, I call it the Fight-or-Flight Reflex.
Yeah.
I got up and started running as fast as I could. My brain shut off.
Wow.
By the time I was fully exhaled, I had ran from my bedroom around a corner into the middle of my kitchen, exhaled, and stopped dead in my tracks. When people do hallucinogenic, one of the main things they say is like having a bad trip. One of the ways you maintain is knowing you're on a trip.
Yeah.
What the salvia did to me that really messed me up was I did not remember doing it. I didn't understand why what was happened to me. I just knew I did it to myself. So I'm standing in the middle of the kitchen and go after this and read a description. Just go effects of salvia. They have something in the effects called time displacement. The house got completely silent, and even though I'm in a kitchen full of inanimate objects, them being still was magnified. It felt like nothing had moved there for like a decade. The best way that I can describe this to somebody that has no clue what I'm talking about is the movie House of a Thousand Corpses. At one point, there's a scene where a guy shoots the cop out in the barnyard, and everything stops, and then they go up for this long shot. That's kind of where my brain stuck. And it was probably like 2 minutes, but because of time displacement, I had no way of knowing time. It felt like years. I know it was only a couple minutes because my brother, who was the genius that handed me this, hit his little salvia and walked around the corner to check on me. At that point, my brother, who I have never once shown any warmth to because He's not a very lovable guy.
Oh, that's harsh.
I hugged him harder than I've ever hugged anyone because I felt that I hadn't seen him or anyone in like 100 years. So this suitably freaked him out.
I bet.
So he leaves to go get my girlfriend. Now remember, I'm in a time displacement. Well, by the time
Another 100 years.
Well, by the time they get back, I had moved like 4 steps, still having the time displacement, but now I am in a tunnel with like strobing lights, and all I see is like lights coming at me.
Yeah.
All of this story I'm telling you took place in approximately 25 minutes.
Oh, wow.
My brother comes back, taps me on the arm, and when I turn around, he's a giant friggin' bug. I'm not making none of this shit up. He's got a giant, like, praying mantis head. And then above his shoulder, geometric shapes are floating.
Very surreal.
And this whole time, man, I'm like, I don't know why this is. I don't remember smoking the salvia, so I can't explain to myself,
Kafka.
well, you've done some salvia, this is the problem. If you do a hallucinogenic, no matter how bad it gets, you can go, well, I dropped some acid. That's why the wall's bleeding. But I didn't have that to fall back on. I somehow recognized my couch. Now, I've cut this story way down, and it's already long. I put a death hold on my couch, and my brother, for some reason, decides, hey, let's turn on the TV and sit and watch TV while he just
freaks out.
Somehow, luckily for me, what came on was Family Guy. And it was the Family Guy where the Roadhouse where he first said Roadhouse. And I'd seen that one so many times. I sat down on the couch and I put my head down. And I told myself, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was like, if this is reality, then they're going to know the next line and the next line. And I'm doing the next line of the show in my head. And I'm just sitting there rationalizing that any minute, like, the universe won't know the next line to the Family Guy, and the whole scene's going to be revealed, and I'm going to be overrun with bugs and geometric shapes. I know this is insane. But I talked myself down by listening to Family Guy. And then I went and looked it up. The effects of salvia are about 30 minutes, and this whole thing, all of this lasted like 27 minutes. But it messed me up so bad, like so bad, that for literally 2 months, when I'd wake up, I would like be freaked out for a minute. If I would go into another room too quick, I would have a moment where I was expecting to see like the hallway.
That sounds kind of like an acute version of like post-traumatic stress disorder.
It screwed me up, dude. And I'm no innocent person. I've had my fair share of doing stupid things, especially when I was younger. I have never once experienced anything like what I experienced off of at that time, legal supplement. Nothing. If anything in this world should ever be illegal,
it's that.
It's salvia.
Or at least harder to get. Or you should get some type of pamphlet or...
No, here's the thing. Here's why that should be illegal.
Yeah.
Okay, I smoked that, right?
Right.
That pack he had.
Yeah.
I know of 3 other people that smoked it, and one of them was like me, didn't know the effects, smoked it driving down the road. In a car.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
That's just like the worst thing ever. The Miley Cyrus video.
Oh, where she's giggling? She's like, woo!
I kind of blame Miley Cyrus for that. Because that was the doorway in for me. That looked like fun. I didn't realize she was full-on lunatic joker at that moment, didn't have any control over her body, but I like, oh, you smoke it and you laugh? No, don't do it.
You should have done some research before you did.
Well, I did research after, and I thought there is no way none of this will appear. And I showed you the page. I typed it up. Effects of salvia. Time displacement. Geometric shapes. People may appear to be bugs. And there was like 20 of them, and of the 20, I think I hit like 12. And the 12 I hit, thank God I didn't hit the other 8.
What were they? Do you remember the other 8?
I really don't.
I'm going to have to look that up.
But I saved that page for the longest. And I think I would take a bullet in the foot before I would take another hit of salvia.
Sounds like you had what people call a breakthrough experience. Like you saw, you got what people usually are going for.
I don't think I did from this point. People that are trying to take hallucinogenics to have a life-changing experience,
That was spiritual.
know what they're doing,
Yeah.
and their mind is right, and they see things. My mind didn't get right seeing my brother turn into a giant bug and have, like, triangles shoot out of his head. No, nothing good about it. Mberry tablets are amazing. They can literally replace dessert grapefruits. Jeez. Are the best. Lemons second, and then it makes any fruit incredibly delicious, like strawberries and blueberries. Can it make tomatoes not suck?
Yes, Balls Mahoney. I do respect women. And I think the moral of the story is, don't do salvia.
Okay, the bone-hurting juice. I do get it. Sometimes when you're sitting here talking and reading and trying to think of the next thing to say, it's weird. Your brain will just shut down certain functions.
Did you ever see that video that Tosh from Tosh.0 did, where he did the cinnamon challenge and he smoked salvia and he tried to...
Why don't you pick up your mic and finish that story?
Anyway, that's what I get for waving my hands around.
See what happens when he gets expressive?
Did you see the video where he did the cinnamon challenge and he smoked salvia? And I was doing this, and he tried to break 100 coconuts with his hand.
No. Did the salvia do to him anything like it did to me?
No. I don't know. I didn't see what he saw.
The guy that gave me the salvia just walked through the room and gave me the finger.
But he went all like, he was like, and he started drooling and all that. And it was pretty funny.
I'll have to look that up. There is video floating around if you guys know where to look. Either this page or one of the other sub-pages of little non-voice changed Q. When you talk like this! You and me doing the cinnamon challenge and the ice challenge at the same time. Yeah, just for high voice value. I stumbled upon that the other day, and damn, dude, I forgot.
You forgot?
Your voice, whoo, super high.
Well, I was like 11, so I mean.
I see a 1 in 7 salvia challenge in the future. I think salvia is now illegal in the state we're in. And
I think it's legal in Missouri.
Paul, I know that you're one to be like throwing up the donations. Honestly, no kidding. That was so bad. I don't think I could put a price on it. You would have to literally start like unsacking the bags of money in front of me for me to think about it. You guys are quality entertainment. Please stay. We're not going anywhere, Dale. That's Dame. That's the other guy. I got like stuck on OJ and salvia. Maybe that's part of my problem. We never resolved the Dame thing. So he made the one video where he's going to quit, and then did he make another video again talking about it? Hollywood Undead in Memphis.
What?
If you go down the wrong street in Memphis, Tyler, you will just be dead. He should blender it. No. Okay, so we did OJ. We did pigs.
We did?
We did the salvia story. I was not expecting. I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
I like to ask you these things like off the cuff. Did you see or hear about the dummies making the video while the guy drowned?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did.
What's your opinion?
Stupid.
Should they go to jail?
Well, that's a good question.
Should the guys go to jail that made the video laughing while the guy drowned?
Yeah, I think they should.
I kind of think they should. I thought everywhere in the world had what they call a good Samaritan law, where if you just simply let someone die, I just thought you went to jail, but apparently that's not so.
They should get a couple years for like manslaughter or negligence or whatever.
Nah, you know, man.
I'm sure just having to live with the fact that you watched someone die and didn't do anything about it.
No, I don't think that's going to affect these guys. Did you hear the audio?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be haunted. Here's what I think. Just make it no parole, 3 months.
3 months.
I know you're like 3 months, but there's no negotiating, no talking your way out of it,
and
nothing.
Publicly shame them.
Public shame, go to jail for 3 months, and that's 3 full months. I can't really be like 2 years, 5 years, because there's people that have killed people that get out in less than 2 years.
Oh yeah, I heard that in New Orleans, the city is so overflooded with like violent crime that sometimes someone will commit a murder and there's not enough proof to book them, so they'll just let them out.
Yeah, that's why I told you when we go down there, be careful.
Love New Orleans.
You know the thing, Elizabeth. If you've heard this audio, I really don't think publicly shaming these geniuses. If you're the type of person that laughs, now's a good time watching a dude drown, I don't really think you're going to be publicly shamed about it. We'll leave it at that.
Well, I mean, you're going to have to deal with it everywhere you go. People be like, oh, you're the douchebags. You're the pricks who watch those people drown. Or
I'm trying real hard to say this as carefully as possible. But if you listen to that video, I don't think that the people in their area are the type of people that are going to be like very upset that they let someone die. I don't really think it's the culture.
I don't know, man. But I mean, yeah.
Leave it at that. Gotta be careful nowadays. Gotta be careful. Because if you say something, you're a sexist, a racist, a homophobe.
You screw those people. You shouldn't let them win.
Anything that you say, even, you know, like if you point out, if there's a picture and you describe the picture, you're one of those things.
I think that's starting to die off now. I think those people are slowly...
You and me have been having this discussion for years. You don't travel onto the internet or look at, like, comments. People are just waiting to be triggered constantly.
Yeah, but I think there's such opposition to that now that eventually it's just going to get phased out. I think it's just slowly kind of...
Let's see. We'll see about it.
We'll see. Hopefully all that will be over with by the time I go to college.
Damophobe.
And I'm definitely not going to college in, like, California or somewhere like that where it's really prevalent.
A video where you respect women. I've told you guys before, I totally respect women.
Do you get the meme? That's like a meme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But, you know, here's the other part of that. When you look through the lens of God,
yeah,
just assume it's a meme because that's 80% of the comments.
Yeah.
But then when God makes that comment, we got people all over that don't know. Like, not everybody knows everything's a meme.
Yeah.
That's why I can still use it.
You can.
But yeah, and we don't respect racist.
We don't.
There's a difference between...
We don't respect racist women either.
There's a difference between, like, the guy last week that just busted up here that we blocked that just started saying racist stuff.
That's right.
And being a racist because you misspeak, like when you said Oriental a couple weeks ago.
I didn't even know that was racist.
That's ignorance, not racism. I had to... For those of you that missed it...
Is it racist, though, or are you just pandering to people who are overly sensitive? Are you saying that's something that someone who would be overly sensitive would be upset about if you know what I'm saying?
Well, in that case, I'd still say it's not racism, it's ignorance, because Oriental... Rye will tell you. I think Rye is typing what Oriental is. It's like a rug. It's not anything to do with people.
Oh.
That's why.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I could give you. I'll give you a better example off air. But if I give you an example, then it's racist.
So it's like saying like nautical people. Like nautical is like you know.
To cover a vast amount of people, but it's not even a real word that applies to them.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
That's how it can be perceived as racist. That's different than what I'm saying, though. I'm saying that if you describe the living conditions of a single person and you're accurate with those living conditions, where they live and who they associate with, and this could be any race, but if you say it accurately and it's in regards to a crime, then you're a racist.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
That is invalid. But so you just got to be careful what you say now.
See, man, this is where I disagree with you. I think you should just say it anyway, because who cares? I think by trying not to offend these people, that you're letting them win in some small way.
Well, it's not that, though. You're not letting those people win. There's a little button here, and then somebody can go push it, and then YouTube can review the video and watch 10 seconds of you saying something, and that person reviewing your video can be overly sensitive, or they can be having a bad day. Then you're screwed, and then you don't get to say anything.
You know what's interesting? I know I know you don't watch H3H3, but I was listening to his newest podcast, and he was talking about how he kind of had a conspiracy theory with some proof, but he wasn't really going to elaborate on it, that he kind of heard from some higher-up people on YouTube that there is kind of an invisible hand moving things around.
Bring your volume up.
There's he was saying that there's like an invisible hand that's able to like suppress content and move content forward.
I don't think that's any kind of a theory. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, he's
that much money. I'm sure there's people that shut down videos that they don't want all the time. I don't even think that's a conspiracy. I think I will say this about H3H3.
Yeah.
I sent you a video the other day. Was it about Jake Paul?
Yeah, it was about Jake Paul doxing Post Malone.
I never watched an H3H3 video. I don't know how many of you guys have, but how many subs does he have?
3 or 4 million.
3 or 4 million. So I judged him a little because he's famous. 3 or 4 million subs.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Now I feel like we're on a morning radio show. You're like, yeah. Anyway, I turn this video on. He's sitting at a table in a poorly lit room, misspeaking and not editing. And then when he is editing, he's using jump cuts. And I thought, jump cuts, poorly lit room, not really well thought out speech. Where have I seen this before? And then it dawned on me. Dame. Now, us. I was just waiting for a reaction. How the hell is this guy? Who did he con to get 3-4 million subs?
That's not the type of videos.
He couldn't even finish a thought.
That's not the type of videos he usually makes. That was just kind of him responding.
I stopped at the 2.5 minute mark and had to come talk to you. In like the 2.5 minute mark, I had counted 5 uhs and a but
he's not the best speaker. No one said he's not famous. He does like reaction videos, kind of like Leafy, but 1,000 times.
So what's his reaction? Or but
No, I'll show you a good one.
No, you won't.
No. You have to. Okay, I'll find one. His best one is the one reacting to like those like those infomercials where people sell like cutlery.
Now you've said it wrong. I can't say it. Knives
and swords and all that. He did a video reacting to that. It's hilarious. It's like 6 minutes long. It's like one of his best videos. At least give that a chance.
Okay. Everybody can accidentally get a good one. We've come close once or twice out of 850 videos, but still, 3 to 4 million subs for this guy.
I think he deserves it. Two-handed sword, you know.
The noob, Mr. Happy equals best unprofessional haters. I hate everyone. He doesn't. Kind of even each other out.
No, I hate social justice warriors.
How come you don't have 1 million subs?
Yeah, how come we don't?
We're 46 minutes into this, Peter. Go back 5 minutes and watch for a minute. Go back 10 minutes and watch for a minute.
We're on the road to 1 million.
Wherever you just land, watch about 1 minute of this content, and that's why. I subbed him last night. How?
Subbed who?
Okay, let's talk about Jake Paul because, yeah.
Oh.
The OJ thing didn't piss people off. This will piss people off.
No, I don't think
Well, you don't even know my opinion. I may piss you off. You may smack me in the face with that lemon and walk off. I started on the hate scale of Jake Paul, like, way over here.
Oh, come on. Don't do this.
He has slowly started just poking the bear and poking the bear and poking the bear. And I'm starting, and here's like where like would be. I just can't help it. All these people complaining about him. The video I watched, the H3 dude butt and his way through was to talk about him.
And he did
Philip DeFranco's done like 4.
He does that a lot.
Boogie, I'm sure I know Boogie's got one somewhere. Not only is he doing all of this for himself, but now all these guys are jumping on his back. Drama alert, like 4 or 5 videos. He's an industry unto himself. And all he's doing is pissing people off. I kind of respect that.
I don't.
Go ahead. Now let's hear the other side, why he's a douche and a scumbag.
He's extremely untalented and not funny, and I don't know, I just don't like him.
Dame made a video about Jake also. I don't know if that's true, Andrew, but if there's a chance that he could get some of those hot views from, people's search engines, he's on it.
He's on it.
So what's your opinion of Jake?
Don't like him, not a fan.
Why?
Like I said, I don't know. It's just something about his personality. He's way too positive.
There we go.
He like encourages little like kids to come to his house. He's just annoying. He posted his address online. I don't watch his videos, but I'm sure he said something like, "Come to my house, fam. Jake Paulers, come see me." I just hate him, dude. I can't watch it. I'd rather have a lobotomy.
There was this movie way back when. I think Disney did this too, but Disney movies suck. With Kirk Cameron, where he woke up one day and switched bodies with his dad.
Oh, Freaky Friday.
Hearing you talk right now, I'll be damned if you don't sound like me, and I sound like you.
I don't know about it, man.
I'm the guy that don't like positive people, and I'm the guy that should think all the things you're thinking.
You're right.
But I don't. And you're the guy that is like, come on, man. And he's trying to be positive.
And he's stupid. He just seems so painfully stupid. Did you see the video what he said about the reporter's shoes?
You, more than anyone in the world, should know this.
What?
Especially if you're making money and you're doing this well. There's more going on here than what people see. And what people see him doing, if you think that is him 100% when the camera's off, there's no way. That guy keeps growing and he keeps doing this outrageous shit and keeps getting bigger. There's more going on upstairs than you're giving him credit for.
I don't believe there's some super mastermind.
I'm not telling you he's a super genius, but I'm telling you that he is way smarter than you're giving him credit for.
I don't believe it. I don't think he is.
Is somebody that has busted his ass on this for 5 years.
He's a genius. He's just going to, I don't know, start a bonfire in his backyard in California. Oh, yeah. There's never forest fires there. I got a good idea. Woo, I got a good idea. I'm going to throw a bunch of furniture in a swimming pool and set it on fire in California. There's no possibility that's going to start a forest fire. That doesn't happen, I don't know, every
you're mistaking caring for stupidity.
Good point.
There's two different things. I didn't say he cared. If he cared, he wouldn't be showing people's licenses and doxing them unintentionally. That's not stupidity. He knows what he's doing because he's done it a bit more than once and been told. That's not stupid. That's doesn't care. I'm just telling you, as someone that knows numbers on YouTube and looks at this, he knows what he's doing. When he's out there climbing along on the news van, that's calculated. That is complete fiction.
It just seems cringy.
He comes out, he sees this, and he's smart enough to go, I've got news. If I just come out and give an interview, it's just going to be local. I don't even live where he lives in California.
So he's an attention whore. He's just trying to get as much attention as he can.
But I'm not disagreeing with any of that. I'm just saying people are quick to paint someone as a jack-off or stupid. Dude's making, conservatively, over $1 million a month.
He is. And I think that's getting to his head, so he's just
I think maybe what I'm saying is probably more sinister and makes him a worse person than what you're saying.
Probably, you're right.
You're saying he's doing all this stuff just randomly, completely without context, just being stupid. I say it's calculated, which makes it worse.
Yeah.
And he is pretty smart. And I also think he's smart enough to know that his window is really small. Kind of like Leafy. YouTube only going to let you get away with certain things for a period of time. As long as your numbers are going up and they can make money off you. Most entertaining unprofessional YouTubers. Are you saying we are? Because we're not. Are you asking us for who is?
And he says Mr. Happy equals.
Oh, okay.
I
Good.
think
we'll take it. Greg is right. Marketing and production team behind the product. Thank you, Paul. Paul knows. I'm telling you, he's got lawyers. He's got a team. He's got to. How do you think he gets out of all this stuff?
I know, but...
I know. I just want to be mad and not like him. I don't want to like him.
I don't like him.
Didn't ask you to. I just asked if you thought he was smart.
He has so many subs. He doesn't deserve that. His content's not good. There are people who put actual effort into like creating good, really, really good content. You know what they get? Nothing. They get scraps while this guy's just sucking in all the views. 8 million subscribers.
One thing you'll never hear me say, and I'm sure if it can be found, Rye will go find it. And I'm confident because I don't feel this way in my heart. I will say a lot of things, but you're never going to hear me say, even Dame, even Ken, you're never going to hear me say the words, they don't deserve X amount of subscribers.
I don't think he deserves it.
You know what? You make a video and you get subscribers, you deserve whatever you get. If it's 1 or 100 million, you deserve them.
Okay.
We work hard, but we don't work as hard as Ian. And Ian has like 6,000 subs.
I don't.
How do you quantify that?
I don't know if I buy that. Shoe nice. He's doing horrible stuff to himself all the time, and he gets like 10,000 views per video.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I checked. I'm pretty sure we have more channel views than he does.
Yeah, but we have like 3 videos.
Yeah, but we're not eating cactuses or slamming full bottles of liquor and doing all sorts. We're not torturing ourselves.
So then,
have you ever heard of POR stunts?
Yeah,
they're like a dollar store jackass, and they're always like...
I like that phrase. I would like to be I hope that applies to me one day.
Yeah, but they're always hurting. They're always hurting themselves. And
so do they deserve subs?
I think so. I think they're putting in a lot of effort in like maiming themselves. I think they should be compensated.
Okay, give me somebody else that doesn't deserve subs besides either Paul. Because if I say Jake, you'll say that.
Paul. Man, see, I only watch YouTubers who I think deserve subs.
Like the H3H3 guy.
I think he deserves.
I didn't say I don't believe he deserves those subs. I said I don't understand how he has those subs. Similar, but very different. For you to say you don't believe they should have them, you're making a judgment on every person that views that crap.
It's all kids. It's all kids watching Logan Paul. I doubt no one my age is watching Logan Paul, unironically. I'd have to say 10% of people who are like 17 who watch him.
You realize.
Who enjoy him.
You realize
it's gotta be.
The views on this channel that you're so proud of.
Yeah.
Probably about 15 million of those views came from kids.
Nothing wrong with that. I said the spreadsheet. Stop it.
Boom! I'll be here all week.
Quit using logic against me.
I'm sorry, man. We're getting off track with my logic.
Quit being logical. What are you, Socrates?
I'm sorry. I'm just Jake Paul sucks.
I just don't like him.
Okay.
Let me be outraged.
Okay. I'm sorry, man. You know I get outraged about things. So.
He's terrible.
There you go. That's. Me with you just now is how the audience feels about my constant banging on Ken, probably.
I like PewDiePie. I think he deserves all the subs he gets.
Logan Paul is the fidget spinner of YouTube.
Nice.
Again, man, if he's smart, though, and saves his money...
Yeah, he is...
When are you going to shut up and eat that lemon? I'll tell you what, big boy.
Big boy.
Why don't you come in here and make me? How much did you make off that potato car key?
Uh-oh.
I can't... Here's the biggest cop-out in the world, and this really is, when I see people say this, here's what I'm going to say, and if you say this, it goes one of two ways. It sounds like you're bragging, and people go, no, BS, you didn't make that off that video. Or there's the smaller contingent that's just like, come on, you made more than that.
Oh, really?
You've seen the numbers.
I've seen the numbers.
The potato video made enough money to buy a very, very nice low-end car.
I do like
brand new car. The potato video made enough money to buy a very nice low-end car, cash money. That's where having a couple videos like that right out of the gate really changed my perception
of YouTube,
of people having views. The fact that I could take a potato, put it next to a car, and get 6-7 million views.
Yeah.
Or take an orange and cut it in half. I don't even know what that has. 17, 18 million views. It really made having views to me meaningless. Because it's still that way to a lesser extent. I tried it a while back, and I got a video that's like sitting at this table with no food.
Is with the clown one?
With a title, yeah, about the clowns, when they had the clown epidemic. I sit here and did like a 5-minute video with a proper title and a good thumbnail and talked about clowns. It's like 250,000 views. People all the time go, well, you don't get any views. Trust me, it's not rocket science. We could sit down at the same table, put a different thumbnail up, take some of the things we talk about, take the food out of it, make the title more exciting, have a lot more views. But currently, it doesn't really matter. You're not making any money off YouTube right at the moment unless you're like one of 100 people anyway.
I'm sure these people know about the whole adpocalypse.
And we enjoy making food videos, so that's why we do it. And that's why we're so hard on other people when we think they're in it just to like make 50 videos, build up an audience of dedicated people, and then leave the minute they get an agent. Number 6 with cheese. And other people go, well, hey, that's mighty judgmental of you. And I go, yeah, it is. If you don't like it, go watch Number 6 with cheese. They'll be around another 20 videos, and then they'll tell you to F off. Sermon done.
But think about that, what you're saying about Jake Paul. That maybe there's like someone behind him or like telling him what to do and how to act to make money.
I don't know if someone's telling him how to act. I think he put the team together.
You think so?
I do. And I think one day, pretty soon, because there's a shorter cycle on this now, it won't be 20 years from now, 5 years from now, he'll write a book. And when he writes that book 5 years from now, people will look back on him more fondly than they do now because it'll just be a memory. Yeah. And he'll have a story that is nostalgia because it'll feel like 1,000,000 years ago because he probably had fallen off 4 years before. And in that book, he will tell you that he had a lawyer and he had an image consultant and he had people telling him this and he had this and that. And you'll be shocked what he has. And I think he put it together. We'll see. Time will tell. That doesn't mean I think he's enjoyable. That doesn't mean I like his videos. That doesn't mean I think he's a quality person. I just say that people sometimes say things like, that guy's a moron. And they don't quantify that with what it really takes to have that much growth and make $1 million a month or more.
Obviously, like he's smart enough to do that. So
it's a machine he's running. Yeah. He is running a machine right now. And he is growing it by acting the ass. And, dude, you know I'm always the first one to call somebody a sellout or something. But if you and I could make $1 million a month, and I could go set some stuff on fire in my backyard and piss off my neighbors and then stand on a news van and act like a jackass, where do I sign up?
Good point. He's probably making more than $1 million a month or whatever you said.
I said very, very, low end. How come you've never done a collab? We have, Peter. We've done collabs with The Endorsement, and we've done collabs with Ian K.
We have.
We're very selective in our collabs because if you stick around long enough, we have to talk pretty much everybody else, so it'd be kind of like if you saw me in a video with Dame next week, that would look pretty poor. He'd never do a video with me, but I'm just saying. Logan Paul is living a dream for real. Why like Happy Man snacks? I get that question often. Give me an example where I've ever said I don't like Happy Man snacks. One example in the history of time where either one of us said, Happy Man snacks sucks.
He's very low energy.
I said he's very low energy, and he's morose, and when he turns the camera on, he always looks like just before he touched the camera, someone whispered in his ear, your dog died.
He needs to snack on some SSRIs.
He needs to snack on some happiness. But that doesn't mean I have a problem with him. I feel I'm pointing out the obvious. If you disagree...
To collab with SSRIs.
Report of the Week is the best YouTuber. I can't really...
This
That's one dude I have never dissed. This guy over here, lots of dissing.
Have I? Well...
But, I just...
You just H3...
H3'd. But, let me get up and get a knife to cut these lemons.
I tell you what, do you know he does videos where he just talks about random stuff every once in a while?
Kind of like this?
Yeah, kind of like this.
Except he does them as podcasts. He presents them as old-timey radio shows.
No. He does a video. I swear, it's not old-timey radio shows. I watched a video where he was sitting, on a couch and he was talking about Halloween. And he does videos, where he just sits down and
Like the origin of Halloween, or what he used to do when he was little?
Just his opinion on Halloween.
How long does that take?
25 minutes.
My opinion on Halloween is, it's okay. Credits. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not judging. We just talked about OJ.
I'm not either. I listened to it. It's kind of entertaining.
Yeah, I kind of like what he does. I did, after saying, I don't watch Dame videos, I had finally gone over to look at the one about him quitting, and I was actually more interested to see him blow Review Bra, so I watched that one. And so what Dame did was he sit down and he'd watched, obviously, 3 of Review Bra's videos, and then he was like, homeboy wears an ill-fitting suit. He eats food in his house. He's cool. Fam.
I hope he disses Dame. That'd be awesome.
Nah, he don't know better. He said thank you for the very nice comments. And then went on about his day.
I'm calling it now. He's going to be way bigger than Dame. Or he's at least, in the next couple years, going to surpass Dame if he continues at this pace, I think.
I hope so.
Me too. Same thing with Joey. The best thing to do as a food reviewer is have a gimmick like Joey or Report of the Week, so you can become a meme and then you can spread. Like on iFunny,
yeah.
Report of the Week was featured. Do you know what iFunny is?
I do.
The featured pictures get anywhere from 25 to a couple 100,000 likes. So I mean, if you get featured, which Review brought, it was some meme of him. You're doing pretty well.
I like him. You guys know my feelings on Joey, but anyone that surpasses Dame, I'm all for it.
Is he the biggest food reviewer? Biggest as in subscribers.
No.
Is Reckless Eating
Here's what's weird. There's people, those two I don't like. The healthy junk food.
Oh.
God, I'd like to slap both of them.
Both of them?
Both of them. Just paintbrush them.
One of them's a woman. We respect women. Can't slap them.
No, I respect her enough to treat her equally as the other dude. Just.
Wow. Kidding. These are jokes. Don't.
Greg, why do you hate healthy junk food?
Yeah, why do you hate them?
Let me tell y'all a story. Just a little story. Just one tiny one. We've done many pizza reviews. I don't remember the pizza review. Somebody sent me a clip of one of their videos.
Yeah.
And it's in a Pizza Hut. And they go in to eat pizza. And the clip the person sent me. That's what I love about like the internet community. I don't care if it's something we watch or don't watch. Anytime someone mentions our name or puts one of our clips anywhere, I'll wake up and I'll have like 5 IMs with the clip. On this occasion, someone sent me a clip where they used our close-ups, where we had done a close-up of pizza and inserted it into their video.
Did they credit us?
No. But here's the better part of this. This is where I F them. I lost every bit of respect for them. It's a 3.5-minute video of them going to eat pizza. If you guys go search for this thing, you'll find it. Were you talking
in the close-up?
No. Well, I don't know. They can do whatever they want with the sound. Oh, yeah. I want to see how they work the close-up in. 3.5-minute review of pizza. In the video, the first 90 seconds of the 3.5-minute video is they get out of the car and they look at their watch to see what time it is, and then they zoom in on a close-up of their matching watches, and then they show you the box and how they just bought it. It was a 90-second commercial for watches that they put in to the Pizza Hut video, and then when you went down into the whatever, didn't say they... It was so obvious it was a commercial. And then in the 2 minutes that they had that they were actually eating pizza, 20 seconds of it was from our video.
All right, that's not cool. You never told me that. I didn't know that. That's not cool.
That was like the first time I watched them. They buddy up with Dame. That's 2 strikes.
So they used our content in a video that had an advertisement in it?
Yeah. I ain't gonna go strike somebody or something. Come on.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm not petty, and I'm not even gonna be like.
Paul.
I'm not even gonna be like, hey, that's my pizza close-up, fella.
That's a good point.
Who cares?
Yeah.
But really, I was more put off by the 90 seconds. I'm watching them. I'm going to see them eat pizza, and then they're gonna make me sit through a 90-second in-video ad for watches.
That's corny.
Simply Junk Food, or what's their name?
Healthy Junk Food.
Healthy Junk Food. And then here's another nail in the coffin. They went to DameCon or whatever.
Oh, CraveCon?
CraveCon. And one proposed to the other. I don't know which is which. They look the same.
Dude, I watched the saddest video I think I've ever watched the other day.
Tell them to bring it up, people.
I watched the saddest video. I'm getting closer to the mic. I think I've ever watched it.
Keep talking. I'm going to get the knife. He's got something to say.
It was this guy sitting in a car who does food reviews, I think. And he has like 120 subs. And he was talking about CraveCon, and he was disappointed, and he was saying he got ripped off, and he had to be like 30 or something, and he looked like the lead singer of Motion City Soundtrack. You know what I'm talking about?
Are you sure it wasn't the lead singer of Motion City Soundtrack?
Pretty sure it wasn't. Okay. But anyway, the guy seemed like a total man-child, and he was so upset. He was like, I was a golden member of CraveCon, and all this and all that, and I lost money and views.
What was his ripoff?
That there's not another CraveCon.
Oh! Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was it.
Like anybody know anything? There was like a level you could buy that like the next year you got special treatment.
An elite member. I think all of them were in the elite club or something like that because they were the first ones. And the guy was very put out because he didn't get proper attention or there was not another CraveCon.
Fix the rattle from the laptop.
I just got.
It's his mic. When he knocked his stuff over. Thanks.
Wait.
Now we got it. There you go. See, that's the kind of service you get here. You probably put that comment 72 times, but thank you. Laptop took the heat.
Laptop took the heat.
All right, lemon cut in half. One other part of that. He lost subs.
No, he was upset. I barely remember because I didn't really pay attention. I watched it a long time ago. It was kind of boring. He was upset because, I don't know, he didn't get a shout-out or something, or there's not going to be another CraveCon from the view. I don't know.
Was this guy's named Ian? Was he from California?
No, it was not Ian.
All right.
But it was sad.
Thoughts on KBD Productions? We have a long video history of our thoughts.
Wasn't he the guy in To Catch a Predator? Wasn't he?
Don't do that.
No.
No, he was not.
Oh.
He'll take donations to sue you.
Do you think the people on Catch a Predator made an IMDb page? But that'd be awesome if someone like just really embraced the fact that they're a freak and they made an IMDb page. No?
We've switched. Today I'm in there and I don't know what's going on. I'm just cutting the lemons.
To catch a predator.
So anyway.
Anyway.
Now, see, I should have never made fun of that dude. But
to be honest, it's pretty hard to like speak without saying or but, you know.
It's really not unless you get it in your head. Anyway, KBD, honestly, the reason I always have to qualify this because when I go watch people like Ian K in a live stream, he'll say things like, when food reviewers say they don't watch other food reviewers, they're just lying. No, Ian, I'm not. I've not watched KBD do anything.
Me either.
And like, I don't even remember months. So you don't hear any like KBD hate because you can't hate what you don't see. And I prefer to be that way. I would love to be that way with Dame if people would quit sending me links. I won't say his name, but like the guy that will not be named. And you don't ever hear me talk about him because like he's off the radar. It's never in my mind. So I would love it on the day that Dame gets where he's off our radar. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
So here is the thought process on this. This is the bill of goods I've been sold on this mberry. We're going to take this. We're going to put it on our tongue. And I'm going to give it like 3 minutes. Maybe you can come up with some more wonderful gems like child predators on IMDb. And then we're going to bite into this lemon and see what happens. For those of you wondering, it is securely packaged. I know the lighting in here is horrible, but it does say mberry. So we're not accidentally like going to take some blotter acid unless somebody went to a lot of trouble.
To prank us.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, I was going to save this for the end, but while he's here, the endorsement made a video today. Yes, I know that's nothing new. But he made a video that's something pretty interesting, which is rare in the food review game, fam. He has a review up right now of a breakfast sandwich from Pizza Hut.
Ooh.
I don't know. That's pretty unique, right?
That is pretty unique.
So put that in your calendar or mark it down or go check him out.
Dang, fam. You sure copped a good one.
What?
I was speaking Damon's.
Oh,
I was complimenting him.
Oh, the endorsement?
Yeah.
You're always talking smack about him when he's not here. You got something to say now, tough guy?
Absolutely not.
Nothing for the endorsement?
Nothing.
All right. I guess feud's over.
So we're supposed to put these on our tongue?
Yep. Joke's on him. It's salvia. Kidding. That would have been the best setup ever, though, right?
Whoa.
If you weren't underage and it wasn't illegal. Here we go. I'm just going to try to talk while I have it on my tongue.
Tastes kind of like tea.
This is not good for video. You can't chew it. You got to let it melt.
I can talk and let it melt.
The video you sent me so random the other day.
Which one?
Made me think.
What video?
Bill Cosby coming out from the rape trial.
Oh, no. Hey.
He sent me a video the other day. I'm just waiting on this to melt.
It was on... They reacted to it on the H3 podcast, so it's not that random. But it's random to you.
Have you guys seen the video of Bill Cosby coming out from the rape trial and he randomly yells out, hey, 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 in a Fat Albert voice? It's very uncomfortable.
It's not even a Fat Albert voice.
No, it was.
Creepy. That's what Fat Albert sounded like?
He was Fat Albert.
Hey, like that?
Yeah. You just blew out somebody's earbud.
And his eyes were all like, he's old. Dude, he is not aged well. He's ugly. His eyes are all bugged out.
He's decomposing.
He's
in front of us. He is.
He looks like a bloated corpse.
He looks like a bloated corpse.
It's funny. Hey.
Dude, you've been on it. I just want to melt this pill, eat this lemon, and get away from you. You're weirding me out tonight, man.
Getting worse.
I'm going to have to lock my door when I go to sleep. I'm back. Beta cucks. I'm back, you cucks. Remember this guy? The guy that we didn't block because we needed the viewers, because he was important?
What's his name?
Fruity McFruit.
You're a chicken nugget scoon. Whatever that means.
J-Max.
J-Max. You chicken nugget scoon. God, I hope that's not some obscure racial slur. I heard that in the
What'd you say?
Video. I call him a chicken nugget scoon.
Oh, a chicken nugget scoon?
Yeah.
Don't make things up. J-Max. We gave you your week. We give people time. Sometimes I just don't block people. I blocked him today that quick. We gave him the 1 week where he was all like, you won't block me. You block now. So you got about 15 minutes to go make a fake account or go into J-Max 2 and come back and do it again and off you go. I'm going to miss him.
I'm not.
Collab with Sniper Wolf.
I think she's a little above us.
Huh?
I think she's a little above us. I don't think we can get her to collab with us.
But if I did collab with her,
Uh-oh.
I would like her to be above me. Although...
Say, what does that mean? What do you mean by that?
I wouldn't be adverse to her being below me. Did I say below me? Still waiting on the pill. Sorry, guys. We didn't have material. We thought that the pill was just going to... And then we were going to do the thing, so we weren't ready.
It tastes like hay smells.
What would you rate the mberry pill?
60.
What was the last thing we graded? The tropical. The tropical pickle. If you guys missed that, go check it out. I give this a higher grade than the tropical. I give it a 61. It tastes like tea, but I don't like tea.
Me either.
She's 15.
JK.
I know. You always assume that I don't... Like, give me my moment.
Okay.
God, this guy.
This guy over here.
Waffle House is a Southern institution.
What?
Just curious. I bet if you Google Waffle House right now, this is unfounded. The top 10 things when you Google Waffle House will involve fights, rodents, rodent feces, or bugs.
That's funny. There's a stigma around Waffle Houses. Review Bra talked about it in one of his latest videos.
That's the thing that we always talk about. You say stigma. Is something a stereotype for a reason? When you largely associate Waffle House with rednecks, drunks, and fistfights, is that just completely unfounded?
Depends on how much it happens.
How many Waffle Houses you been in?
A few. I've ate at Waffle House.
Let me
early in the morning though.
I was gonna say, let me requalify
Never
that
been
question.
like late at night.
It's,
No, I think like a month ago I was in a Waffle House late at night and there was a deaf girl and she was laughing a lot. She was she was in a really good mood. So
it's the Jim Rome thing.
Cool.
Waffle House, you can apply Jim Rome. Nothing good in a Waffle House happens after midnight.
Dude, drunk rednecks fights. That's where I want to be. I want to be eating a waffle and I want to see a fight burst out.
The last time I was in a Waffle House was like 4 months ago. I got a wild hair to go eat at a Waffle House. This thing is still going. That's why we haven't done it yet. Randomly, I go to the Waffle House like 2 blocks away. And I live in a conservative area. It's quiet. Nothing happens. I go to the Waffle House. It's me, the cook, the waitress, and 4 people that look like they're part of the Manson family. Hand to God. The people that look like they're part of the Manson family are waiting on a guy that looks like Dickie Betts from Justified. I know nobody knows who that is, but that's who he looks like. He comes back while I'm getting my eggs with a book. He goes to the bathroom and sets the book on the Waffle House bar, and the book was his Bible that he had loaned to someone. He had written it himself, and his people opened the book and started reading passages out of it while he's in the bathroom.
Out loud?
Out loud.
Do you remember what they said?
Crazy, crazy, crazy. We're on drugs. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Don't do drugs. I don't know.
I want that book. When
So
was a profit?
they left in mass,
Yeah.
and they were headed up to the interstate to hitchhike. Would like to meet the guy that's picking up this parade of people. But that's the last time it was in a Waffle House. And for a Waffle House, that's normal.
See, you're not gonna get that experience eating in New China, guy. You're not gonna get that from eating in Walmart. Maybe you are. From not eating in McDonald's. That's where I want to be. I want to be in Waffle House because that's where stuff happens. It's a center of novelty. Yeah.
All right. I'll remind you of that one day. It will be poor quality video like we always have. But coming soon. I'm going to make it a good one, though. It's from a good city. Little Rock, where they've had like 25 shootings in a row. Maybe Memphis, where they don't even keep count anymore. The next time we're in a good area, a real good area, we'll hit up a Waffle House about 2 a.m. and see how long you want to stay. Maybe we'll go live. We've talking about trying to go live from Denny's, but we don't have the signal. But if we went to like a Waffle House in a big city, we'd have the LTE to do it.
I feel like that'd be bad mojo. A lot of people get killed on live streams, you know?
Did you see that dumb chick?
What dumb chick?
The one that killed her sister live on Instagram like 2 days ago.
Did she do it on purpose?
No, she was driving, listening to music, rolled the car, and the thing stayed live. She gets through the rolling of the car. She's still got the phone live. There's her sister dead on the ground. Films her sister. And then her closing words were something like, "My sister's dead. I'm going to jail. I don't care. I'm going to hold it down." That's going to play real well to a jury. Oh, and she was drunk. My pill's about gone. Is yours about gone?
About halfway.
All right.
Who knew?
Going to have to move it around.
Long, though.
She was drunk.
Well.
I ain't never been so drunk. I was standing next to a corpse saying, "It's okay. I'm going to hold this down."
Well.
I've been pretty drunk in my life.
You're not drinking enough then, I guess. You're not drinking the right stuff.
Maybe not the right stuff. I mean, you've seen me one time crawling. Still wasn't going to kill him. He sounded like one of the Fugees. One time, her sister's head was bashed in. Yeah, live on Instagram.
That's depressing. People, man.
I'm sorry, I got quiet. Yes, Q got a haircut.
Yeah.
Someone noticed.
Cool.
The 62 people here don't want to hear about the woman getting her head bashed in. They want you to finish this thing so we can eat this lemon. And, dude, I'm really dubious about this, but our face will tell the tale.
I know it's going to work.
All right.
Because I know these things.
Q looks GQ.
GQ.
Yeah, you know, like GQ Smooth.
I don't know what that means, man.
You don't know the magazine GQ?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Killing me, man. You ready?
Yeah. So we're going to bite into this?
Yeah, I don't even have a towel. This is going to be juicy.
Juicy.
You know, man, I don't like to be dirty.
Yeah, I know. Maybe you should get like a spoon to scoop this out and just get a spoonful. Just a suggestion. Why are you sucking on lemons?
Because we just took a pill, and according to the pill, lemon won't be sour. I think we may have been sold a bill of goods, but I'm going to try it. Ready?
Yeah, will you cut that?
Yeah. Now be careful. People are going to say that I didn't wash my hands or something.
I trust
Why'd I cut that if you took that one?
You know, I don't know. It's a good one. I didn't think of that.
Here we go.
Mine's pretty much.
People don't want to see you bite the lemon. You lost 10 viewers when you're going to bite the lemon. It's there for posterity. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Take a vote before we do it. I like to stall. You guys think this is going to work or not? I'm dubious. I think it's just going to taste like lemon.
Yeah, it's going to work. It's not going to be sour or whatever.
No balls. I don't have anything in my shirt.
Yes.
One person, guy on the couch, got me one time with that, and it's haunted me ever since. We got some yeses. I think that's all we're going to get. Let's quit stalling. 3, 2, 1?
Yeah.
Come over here a little bit. Man, the light in this room is sketchy. We're going to fix that by next week. Here comes a bite. 3, 2, 1.
Didn't work. Nope. 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 Did it work for you? Not for me.
No. Seeds, I didn't want to swallow them.
Ugh.
No. It worked.
Not for me, dude.
For reals?
For reals.
Let me try another one. I'm not even like trying to just butch it up for you and be all like, I didn't.
Nope. Not working.
You guys have seen my face enough times. There's a face I'm making because it's acidic. But it's not. There's a difference. That was like the most extreme Mountain Dew ever. It burned going down. You don't have to do another one, dude, if you don't want to. I ain't going to force you. There's no reason for you to. You already saw that it's unsuccessful, but.
It didn't really work for me.
Let's try it one more time. No, it works. Man, I'm telling you, that tastes really good. That was like supersonic Mountain Dew.
There you go. Is there any more left?
Nope. Thank you, Jesse. I saw you there. Jesse is the one that gave those pills. And
did your lips
tablets.
not burn a little bit?
Not at all.
Mine did. I guess
my throat did because it was really acidic when I swallowed it.
Yeah.
But it didn't taste bad at all.
I thought it would work for me. I guess not.
The whole time, did you have it on your tongue, or did you chew it up, or did you do something unusual?
I sucked it.
All right, then. Jesse, get to work.
Wow.
I ain't eating no more of them trop pickles. Them trop pickles are right up there with salvia. Those pills are safe?
I imagine they are.
Oh, yeah, they're sold on Amazon.
I'm sure they're FDA approved.
You can't get anything bad from Amazon.
Yeah, right. I swear at one point on Amazon you could buy like pure nicotine, like liquid nicotine.
People were saying that you didn't suck it right.
What?
Do you have a message for Jesse?
What?
Jesse is a friend of mine from work, and she enjoys your work quite a bit.
She does?
She often says, that Q, he's better than you.
Oh. Well, that's cool that you think that, I guess. I don't know. Thanks for enjoying my work, Jesse. And thanks for supplying this, even though it didn't really work.
He's very humble.
But I appreciate it.
I would tell you some other things that Jesse said, but I won't say them publicly.
Okay.
Do you not read
spot.
Facebook ain't safe? What? Why do I... Such a cutie. That's the most...
Oh, thank you, Jesse.
That's G-rated.
That's G-rated.
It just said, I'm sending too many messages. I need a break.
Oh, yeah, it does that on YouTube live chats. If you kind of do that or put too much in the chat, yeah, it'll be like you've done enough.
How do you know? Who have you ever blown up?
Oh, I'd like to go into I watch King of the Hill live sometimes.
And then you need to make so many comments about.
Well, sometimes I remember one time I got in a flame war with a racist, and I was trying to describe to him how irrational racism was, and I was typing really fast, and I was saying a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, and one time I kept putting my friend's phone number in live chats. Maybe I shouldn't admit this because it's kind of not illegal. It's kind of not legal. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But I kept dropping his number in live chats with thousands of people. There'd be live chat with 3,000 people, and I'd drop it in there. And 3 days later, I said something to him. He told me he's getting a bunch of texts. He wasn't mad, but I stopped after that because I figured eventually it would stop being funny.
This is a good time where we like to drop our disclaimer. The things you hear and see on this show are for entertainment purposes only. They never happened. Purely for entertainment.
Yeah, that salvia thing you said.
Purely for entertainment.
Complete work of fiction.
That's right. So.
But me spamming a chat with a friend's phone number, completely real.
Pure entertainment. We'll leave it there. Any other crimes you want to confess to?
No.
I killed a bunch of people once.
Yeah.
Hardee's Hawaiian Chicken. Brian R., are you sure that Hardee's has that? I know that Carl's Jr. has it. Is that a thing? If it is, we'll do it tomorrow. If anyone can tell me about Hardee's Hawaiian Chicken, are you down on that? That does not sound good.
I'm down. And by the way, if you ever want to get back at someone, spamming their phone number in a bunch of live chats is a great way to do it, because their phone will be blowing up nonstop. So if you got any enemies out there and you got their phone number, just go crazy. Go absolutely crazy.
So
it's even better if you start talking smack to people and you're like, oh, you think you're a real man? Here's my phone number. Let's continue this.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't do that, though.
Oh.
I did not do that.
Okay.
That would have been taking it too far, in my opinion. But.
And this is just a taste of when we do food reviews, why sometimes we'll be in the middle of a conversation, and I'll look at him, and then there'll be that jump cut,
oh.
And he'll be sitting over to the side like this, and I'll be talking about something else. Because he'll say a bunch of things like that, only worse, and then I got to chop him out. Sometimes I put them over on Facebook because you can say any horrible thing you want over there. And then sometimes I just put them in a little safe deposit box to hold over your head when you have a nice job and I'm old and need a place to stay.
I'd do it.
Don't drop my number, Jesse. I didn't say none of that.
Don't dox him now.
Thanks. See? See?
Well.
You opened Pandora's box. You know what, though?
What?
Have you ever seen me answer my phone in the entire time you've ever known me?
No, I haven't.
You have 7,000 messages. Okay. Shannon, I'll fire on you next. 420.99. What's the significance, Alex?
Oh, man, you don't know about 420.99? You kidding me, dude?
I don't have your number. You hate me. You know, Jesse, we talk back and forth on Snapchat. And isn't that really more? Drop Jesse's number. 420. Do it, Jesse. Maybe H3H3 will make a video on Greg. H3H3's video on Greg. Mr. Hoppy.
It doesn't talk like that.
0121 is a guy. But jump cut. How does the dude have 3 million subs? He can't even. He can't place words in order that make a sentence.
I'll show you an actual video of his.
Oh.
That was just him kind of, you know, responding to something that needed to be responded to.
Oh. Why are...
Oh, dear God.
Why do we need that date?
I didn't know that's what it was about. What I said earlier was I did not say that in knowledge of it being...
What did you say earlier?
I said, oh, man, 420.99, you don't know what happened? Like, it was so cool, but...
Well,
I'm pretty sure, isn't 420 Hitler's birthday?
You guys knew.
That's why they did it.
Here's the drinking game. If we sit here long enough, he's going to find a way to work in some kind of... German guys with the crooked... Yeah. You always find a way, dude. That's your go-to.
Well, it's relevant to the comment.
How so?
Because 420 is Adolf Hitler's birthday, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why they did that.
That's what I think of when people say 420.
Yeah, me too. I also watched a really interesting video. This kind of ties into the topic of 420, I guess, about how like drugs in the Third Reich and how they'd give like pep pills, which was like amphetamine and like all
don't say the 4-letter word that begins with M. I don't need the heat.
Yeah, but they were like
they created it.
Yeah.
And they made the good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. I saw somebody say Jay Loomis. I was in Colorado when that happened. I was running a motel. Sound like I was running a motel at the top of Cripple Creek, Colorado, when that all went down. I was watching it live on TV, and it was surreal. Bush beer, not today, and never Bush. Bush Light, my friend. We got to find a word for the German guys with the waving.
Why don't we just say it backwards? It doesn't really work.
See, and you can't do it Carney style either, because when you speak Carney, you drop a Z in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Like scissor.
Scissor. I didn't know that was.
Carney is basically you drop a Z and it talk fast. So how would you Carney?
I'm not even gonna.
Nazizis?
Nazizis.
There's the word from now on.
How about what if we said M is an abbreviation for...
Now I like Nazizis.
You like Nazizis?
You always want to talk about Nazizis. Now you got a word.
Nazizis.
Tell us about Nazizis. Speak it up. Say it thousands of times.
Nazizis? Well, let me tell you about Nazizis. They were not cool. Not cool. What they did...
We waited all this time to hear you always trying to work them in.
Nazizis? I don't support it. That's so uncool. How rude is that? They just put it... Not cool Nazizis.
Papa. Get some baking soda, a little water, mix it up, and make it last a little while. That's the way I enjoy drinking my soda.
Easy there. Chill out with
You like that?
Nazizis?
No, I was talking about...
Yeah, I know.
See, that is the advantage to being here for the live stream. The poor bastards that watch later and can't actually see what we're responding to.
You gotta unlist this or something.
Why? You worried about some of the things you said? Put it on a secret link?
Yeah, sure, why not? Couldn't hurt.
Okay, I think we're about done here. You good? We said we were going 90 minutes. I was expecting the text that said, you've gone 90 minutes.
I think we have gone 90 minutes.
Grizeg. Yeah.
Grizeg. I didn't know that was Carney speak.
There is a movie on YouTube starring, what's his name? Gary Busey. called Carney's.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. Yes. Why'd you turn like Goofy? You cheesed on it. Gary
He cracks me up.
Apparently.
That guy's crazy.
There is a movie on here called Carney starring Gary Busey.
I'll have to check it out.
And he gives, in somewhere about the middle of the movie, he gives a lesson. And it's completely accurate. You can go Google it on how to speak Carney, how to do it well, and how to speak it quick.
I'll have to check it out.
And I know you don't follow wrestling, but for years and years,
you told me there's a lot of wrestling lingo
that's how they used to speak in the ring. They used Carney because wrestling came from Carney. Like in the late 80s, well, whenever the movie came out, they started just using this clip of people learning Carney. That's how wrestlers learned to do it, so they could use it in the ring. And it's very simple. If you don't know what they're doing and you hear it spoken really quick, it sounds crazy, but it's just dropping Z's in every letter or in every word in the middle.
That's cool.
I'd F the S out of Busey.
What?
Jesse.
Okay.
But she went G-rated
Gary
with
Busey?
you. Yeah.
Ew. Have you ever heard him talk? Gary Busey?
Yes.
He's unhinged.
Why did I just answer you like Stewie? Yes.
I don't know. It's kind of ironic.
Let's see, what do we got before we go? Hi, guys. Can you give me a shout-out? The Beastly Belly Big Shane Food and Game Reviews.
Heck yeah, dude.
The Beastly Belly Big Shane Food and Game Reviews. That doesn't really roll off the tongue, my friend. I haven't checked out your channel. If you've got less than maybe 500 subs.
But shout out to you. Go check out.
You got a shout out.
You did.
Just a little pro tip from two guys that aren't much pros. You got to shorten that up a little bit.
Acknowledge me.
Papa Jerps.
Heathen Deluxe.
I'd F the S the whatever out of Jesse. F the S out of Jesse. Little known fact. Jesse's a dude. I didn't tell you that part.
You didn't tell me that part.
I'm just kidding. Would either of you trust a ride either one of you were working?
Oh.
If I was working it, maybe. You know this. See, let's close on this. Final thoughts for the day. My grandfather used to own and run a carnival. And part of the reason I am the way I am is because I was raised by the son of a person that owned a carnival.
Yeah.
And so my father's job when he was your age was two things. He used to take a giant stuffed animal and walk up and down the midway with it.
Yeah.
And then when people would ask him where he got it, he would point out random places that had the big stuffed animal. He never won anything. He just walked around and told people he won it somewhere. When he wasn't doing that, he was getting healed in the revival tent.
You told me that.
They would wheel him in. He'd drool on himself.
That's awesome.
Dude smack him in the head. He'd get up and walk off. I swear this is true. So, maybe that's why I'm skeptical on certain things. But my dad was also the guy that got so pissed when I'd watch wrestling because he would always go, you know, I used to watch him go out every evening and rehearse before the show. It's all fake. And I'd be like, yeah, I know. Like if a 300-pound man punches another 300-pound man in the face,
he's not getting back.
His face does things. Well, then why do you watch it? Why do you watch anything on TV? And he couldn't. There was a disconnect. So,
what year was he doing that?
Okay, let's see.
Like 19.
As we've established last week, I'm really friggin' old. Like, old. So go back to early 70s. It had been 20 years since my dad would have done that for him to be your age. Say mid-50s.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That's also part of my distrust. Like, I'm the worst person to go to a fair with. You know this.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Ferris wheel, and this was years ago, has been put together by a guy that probably hasn't slept in days. Not the most trustworthy person.
Yeah,
and on most Ferris wheels, there's one pin that holds the Ferris wheel in place. And the guy that doesn't do much sleeping, it's his job a couple times a week, if the Ferris wheel's run enough, to change the pin out. So you're depending just on a Ferris wheel, not even talking about none of this stuff. You're putting your life in the hands of a guy to change a pin that can't be trusted to, like, take a bath or not abuse his body horribly. Yeah. And that's the tamest ride at a fair. So, no, not really a big fair fan.
You can't think like that. You'll ruin all the fun.
I can think like that.
But you can't enjoy a fair and think like that because you won't go on any rides because you know how dangerous it is. Well, I mean, come on.
So you mean I can't go with $300, ride substandard rides, take my life in my hands, get a roach clip with some feathers on it, a corn dog, and one of those foggy mirrors for $300? I can't do that?
No, you can do that, but usually if you're thinking like that, you're probably not going to be riding those rides. But, I mean, how often does something like that go so wrong that it ends in a fatality? Probably not that often.
In my case, because I'm the guy that's lived his whole life knowing all that,
yeah,
I first one I'd step on and be dead. You know this, man.
I don't know about that. But...
So, yeah, that's it. That's my views. That's where I get my views on fairs, con men, religion, and wrestling.
That'd be a cool vocation, being a con man, just conning people.
Well, in my father's case, it really wasn't. He was just some poor schmuck that went in there and got healed. I mean, the guy doing the conning, the be healed guy, was the one.
Your father didn't get paid for all his...
He got paid, but he wasn't making the money.
He wasn't making...
They were shit. They were
making pretty good money for acting, you know, like...
They were running literally like 20, 30 of these people through getting healed in an afternoon. And they were getting like $10 a pop. Something like that. That's an inflated number. No, it's probably like $5.
Nice to see you too, Alex.
So, yeah. And... people like that, I do hope there is a hell, so the guy that's healing people can go there.
Come on, man. I don't feel like that. And not in that case.
I don't hold it against him.
You're basically putting on a show.
Like wrestling?
Like wrestling. That's it. You're just putting on an elaborate little show for people who are gullible and who believe in that. When you start like...
We do remember Gamer X. I don't know why. And why are we ripping Chester?
What?
Rip Chester.
Well, Lincoln Park stay together.
Oh, that Chester. I thought you meant that Chester. We know about Chester.
We do.
What's your hot take on Chester? Not that Chester. Lincoln Park Chester.
I don't know. I don't really listen to Lincoln Park.
Such a week.
It's a shame when anybody dies, but I don't know. I don't really listen to his music, so.
Guy with a dick comment, Gamer X.
Cool. Oh, cool.
The one, yes.
Yeah.
I do remember. I don't know. Here's what's weird, and this is horrible. I am a big Linkin Park fan, and I have gone to see them, and I think I bought like the first 4 CDs, even when people weren't buying CDs. And I really enjoyed their music.
Yeah.
But Linkin Park, to me, even though they did a bunch of social media stuff, they were like an old school rock band. I didn't know anything about Chester. I had no personal connection to the man other than his music. So, like, when he died, I went, that's a real shame.
Did you ever enjoy just hanging out listening to Linkin Park?
I did. I used to lift a lot of weights. You're like, you? I used to use the first album to lift weights or work out to.
And you would just hang out listening to Linkin Park?
Well, I'd work out, yeah.
Cool. Just hanging out?
It was a different time.
You're not getting that.
No, you've lost me.
Hanging out.
Like, hanging out?
No, like, it's the dark joke. The guy hung himself. So I'm starting to pick up on it. Now it just sounds worse because I had to explain it. I should just kept going because you're like, yeah, and hang out with Linkin Park.
My brain was trying so hard to not hear that. It was like, no, Greg, just keep that away. You've gone to a dark place tonight, my friend.
Is that too soon?
Yes.
I didn't mean it. It was just a joke, people.
I don't know. I think we're done here. We should have been done. Yeah, I may have to unlist this. We're gonna get the angry Linkin Park people after us because of your horrible joke.
It's the kind of stuff you edit out for the normal videos.
It is. It is what I edit out of the normal videos, and that's why we'll continue to do those. I'll say just briefly, I was much more upset that Chris Cornell died because I knew more about Chris Cornell.
Obviously, though, it is a tragedy. It's pretty depressing. The guy just hung himself.
It's depressing anytime anyone hangs themselves.
Yeah.
Let's not joke about suicide. Let's put a ban on that. We banned ourselves. We're sorry for the inappropriate comments earlier. Kind of like the thing we were talking about last week. We used to make videos where we blew things up. Sometimes, in retrospect. What's funny right this moment? 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
So yeah, we apologize for that.
Oh!
Don't read it.
Ayo.
We'll just leave that there for the people to wonder. But yes, I did hang out and listen to a lot of Linkin Park. Take the off.
Yeah.
But you did not.
No, I wasn't a big Linkin Park.
You don't enjoy angry music, though. I think he was a little too aggro for you.
No, I like some angry music.
Name one thing that you like that's angry.
XX Tennessee sipping tea in your
okay.
hood, that's angry.
Let's take rap music off the table.
Okay.
Give me some angry rock, metal.
None. I like a few Metallica songs. That's it.
Really?
I'm not really a metal fan. I hate metal.
Why?
I don't know.
Let's dig another hole with another segment of the audience.
It's just like a difference in taste. Like, some people don't like oysters. Why do you... I don't know. I just don't like it. It just doesn't do it for me. Like, Avenged Sevenfold, not a big fan.
Me either, but...
Mac DeMarco, double thumbs
Here's
up.
the difference. Now, this will piss some people off.
What is it?
It's not the style of music. Avenged Sevenfold just sucks. Okay? That's why I don't like them.
Ooh.
It's not that I don't like that style of music.
Yeah.
I mean, is what it is. I won't paintbrush the whole style. I'll just be the one to say Avenged Sevenfold. I don't understand.
And for some reason, I equate, like... I have, like, this weird memory of, like, being in a hot car and driving to some place I don't want to be, having to listen to the crappy, like, rock music.
You know one of my favorite things in life? And it's accidental. I don't do it on purpose, but then the minute like he groans or starts beating his head against the wall like Rain Man, I remember and realize, and then I enjoy what I'm doing to him. A group I very much enjoy is Breaking Benjamin.
Oh.
All you have to do to give him like one of those sharp pain headaches in his eyeball
Not a fan.
is say Breaking Benjamin.
That's the epitome of the music I hate. Don't
Dude,
like that.
they are so different from Avenged Sevenfold. That's
I don't
two
like that
different
either.
things.
Don't like it.
Breaking Benjamin doesn't suck for one thing. That's one big difference.
I think I'd rather listen to an auto-tuned burp on loop than listen to Breaking Benjamin, man. I don't like 3 Days of Grace. I'm pretty sure there's a couple.
3 Days of Grace?
Papa Roach. There's a few Papa Roach songs I like. So, I mean, maybe, like, overall I don't like the genre, but there's a couple, like, I can pick and choose maybe, like, 10 or 15 songs that are listenable, I think.
So, how about that one Breaking Benjamin song where he's sad?
Oh, yeah.
And things are going poorly for him, and he really doesn't know if he can face another day. Maybe if I played you that one song of theirs?
Don't like it.
Okay. He does like Yachty, Little Yachty.
Yeah.
He does.
I do. Do you know who... I gotta ask you a question. Do you know who Yellow Man is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I know who that is, and why did you ask that?
Just curious. I know, like, 2 Yellow Man songs and really like them. Do you know the Zoonga 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 Zang one? That's good. That's 1,000 times better than any rock song you could ever play, is that Yellow Man song.
I've just kind of kept going after we ate the lemon.
Yeah?
Just literally to watch you derail yourself. It's been like watching...
I derailed myself.
It's been like watching one long train wreck. And it's almost worth like the views and subs we may lose by offending people just to see you continue to go on this track and see how many cars fall off.
Good. Let's derail it. Let's go right into the weird place, the end of the night. I love Yellow Man. 2 songs. I'm not gonna say I'm a Yellow Man fan because I feel like a poser because I really only know 2 songs. But I do. I like Yellow Man. I listen to more than just the Doors. You just listen to the Doors, but I listen to way more than that.
I listen to Yellow Man, 2 songs.
Yeah.
And then I go back to the Doors.
And then I listen to Mac DeMarco. Do you know who Emo Amos is?
Who now?
Emo Amos. There's a few songs by him.
Anybody? Anybody know Emo?
Probably not.
Emo Amos?
Probably not. He's got a few good songs.
You missed Shinedown's pretty good live. On the radio, I'll just keep going.
There's a few songs by Shinedown I like.
They're all right, but I'm telling you, live, you go, oh man, that's a hit. But on the radio, you're like, ugh.
They did a cover of Simple Kind of Man, didn't they?
It's not bad. Paul Ladd wants to know, is it Evil Amos? Is that what you're saying, or is it Amos?
Amos.
Like A-M-O-S, A-M-I-S?
Yes, like Amos Yee. Another YouTuber.
This will get me heat.
I like Green Day.
I've seen Kid Rock 7 times. I don't particularly need to hear Kid Rock right now on a radio, but if you go see Kid Rock, it's very different. He puts on a show.
Backstreet Boys, don't like them. Not a fan. I like New Kids on the Block.
Really?
Yeah. The Summertime, that's a good song.
That's not them. That's LFO.
What?
Chinese food makes me sick.
No, dude.
Which Summertime?
It's the one by New Kids on the Block.
Sing it. Give me a couple notes. Bust out some Summertime.
Think about you in the summertime.
Yeah.
Oh, the thought of you still makes me crazy. I think that's how it goes. It's been a couple years and I can't deny. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, New Kids on the Block. All right. I was off on the LF. How do you know that song?
It came out in like 2009 or 10, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm still thinking of back in the 80s with Lil Joe.
I remember seeing a music video of it. I really like that song. It's a good song. It's on one of my mix CDs you made me a long time ago.
In the pre-stages of the internet, they used to have something called Web TV.
Yeah.
It was a keyboard. Now this is like, you go, well, this was high-tech at the time. Back 98. You would take this keyboard, you would hook a box to your TV, and it connected to the internet. And one of the very first things I discovered was this dude named Little Joe. He was in New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
He had a chat room. And for whatever reason, I would get drunk and go into this room every night
You told me
and just slander Little Joe. Like, I'm not even going to say the things I said about Little Joe.
Poor Little Joe.
But for weeks and months. And something happened. I did this every day. It got to the point where I'd come to the room and people would be like, "Hey, Greg, what does he take in his anus today?" And I became friends with all these people that were Little Joe fans, and I would just go in there and just say all these awful things and hang out and drink beer with these people.
That's cool.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. Maybe I just wanted acceptance from the Little Joe fans.
Maybe it did.
I'm still waiting on that text. It's never come. No one's ever told us to shut down. We're going to have to do it ourselves. Anybody else you want to piss off before we go? Because the next audience is about to roll in. We've gone. We're about to roll back over again. Nothing?
I got nothing.
You guys got anything you randomly want him to crap on before we go? NSYNC.
NSYNC? I don't know.
Come on, man. NSYNC had Joey Fat One. That's all you need to know. No?
No.
Orphans?
Orphans are pretty cool, pretty tight.
Pretty cool, pretty tight.
Ed, that's nothing, joke.
The spirit has left you.
I can't crap on the Beastie Boys. You're crazy. This man, he's... Who's the famous gap-toothed guy? That's Mac DeMarco.
The guy that gets played in Compton in Brooklyn.
He does not. I highly doubt that.
And then when I saw his picture, I felt like the stupidest person alive.
Yeah, he's not a rapper.
Goodness.
I'm not a rapper.
Vanilla Ice.
He's got a good song. Ice Ice Baby. It's all he's good for.
Come on, man. See, you got to dig deep and go Stop That Train.
I like Ozzy.
Ozzy's good. Flash Market.
I don't know.
I think he's referring to the gas station chain for some weird reason.
Public Enemy. Yeah, they got some good songs. I really need to listen.
Public Enemy probably has made the greatest rap album of all time and one of the top 5 albums of all time. Fear of a Black Planet from beginning to end is a masterpiece.
Isn't there one of those guys who was like really into like conspiracy theories? I remember watching it. I think it's like Grimm.
Professor Griff.
He's in like a movie store and he's like talking about all sorts
He's
of like,
an ancillary member because certain comments he made about certain groups of people that may or may not have had problems with the Nazis were anti-something. And so they were kind of like, you got to go from the group now because you can't really say these things even in like 1993. Yeah. But if you go just type in Professor Griff on YouTube right now, he believes in everything from Red Fox was killed by the government to like Nazi. Well, there's a word I got to cut it out. Nazis are still alive and well today.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, he's good. A little late on that Bill Paxton post. No. Shut him down was good.
Rip the Big Bopper. Papa bless.
Big Bopper.
I would like to dedicate this live stream to the Big Bopper.
Good?
Yeah, I think so.
I think, yeah.
I think so.
I've seen you rage and rage and rage. You're tired?
I'm tired.
Like his group? You saw Corey Feldman? See, when we're going to shut it down, I should just not look at the comments because now I got this Corey Feldman thing. You saw the group. Live, what were tickets for Corey Feldman? You know who Corey Feldman is.
He was in...
Name any movie from the 80s he was in it. No.
Yeah, the Stephen King movie about the kids, right?
Yeah? Stand By Me? That's weird.
That's a really good movie.
License to Drive, brah. Yeah. Lost Boys, brah.
Oh, I think I've watched that once.
He was one of the Frog Brothers.
The Frog Brothers.
Tickets $20 in Atlanta. Do you get a meet and greet with that? I would love to take a picture with Corey Feldman. Not so much hear Corey Feldman sing anything, but like if the ticket price was $30, include a meet and greet, I'd go across the street, have a beer until he was done, and then come like get a picture with Corey Feldman.
Okay.
The Burbs, man. You ever see The Burbs?
No, I don't know what that is.
This dude's never seen The Burbs. Tom Hanks.
I don't get it, man.
They got the guy next door killing people, burning the bodies in the basement, or is he?
Oh, yeah, we watched that.
What was the song last week? Van Halen Jump. Last live stream, we talked about Van Halen Jump for like 5 minutes, and he sat here and swore to you guys he had never heard the song.
You didn't say it was by Van Halen in the live stream. I don't think you did.
We threw it in after saying David Lee Roth. But I was like, it's a song with keyboards about jumping, and you were like, doesn't ring any bells. Never heard it. At a much later point, I just thought of it. I went in his room, and I just hit the button, and it went, dun, dun, and he's like, jump! Okay.
Okay.
Just throwing you under the bus, because...
With the Burbs, yeah. Dude, we watched the Burbs, like,
Corey Feldman,
ago.
Friday the 13th. He
was he the killer?
Corey Feldman killed Jason. Like, deader than dog shit. And Corey Feldman never gets no credit for that.
Which one was that? Was that the fourth one where he got the machete to
You know what's messed up? Yeah, they started naming them, so I started losing. I'm a Michael Myers guy, but he was the kid that could do makeup. And yeah,
that's a good one. I think it's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's the fourth one.
So, there you go. He's killed Jason and a bunch of vampires.
He was in
He's a friggin' legend, man.
He is a legend.
Plus, he has some interesting views on the Illuminati and things going on in Hollywood. If you watch weird videos.
Oh, wasn't he a victim of?
Yeah.
Let's
not say those words.
Let's get up.
Yeah. I always thought that sounded like an encouraging Isu song. What? Pantera, Fourth, Bloodhound Gang. I missed what the song was. Crispin Glover was in a Friday the 13th, I think. Horshack from Welcome Back, Kotter was the one that brought him back to life accidentally.
Heathen Deluxe.
Corey Feldman was passed around like a blunt. Indeed. That's what I was giving him the for. Dream a Little Dream, another good film. That was another they switch bodies movie. Like in the 80s, they had like a lot of those people switching bodies. I hadn't seen one of those in a good long time. He was BFF with MJ. Come on, Paul. Everybody knows Michael Jackson was innocent.
I'm glad someone said it.
Had to be said. Okay, that ended the comments. I think we're safe. Go ahead and give out a blanket apology for all the things you said, and then I'll just loop it in.
Okay. Sorry if I said anything insensitive or offensive. Yeah.
Very heartfelt and sincere.
Very heartfelt and sincere.
All right, then.
If I said anything insensitive or offensive, I was just joking. Wasn't being serious.
Okay, Andrew Dice Clay in 1988. All those comments I said about women, I was kidding.
Yeah. He was doing a performance. He was doing a stand-up bit.
That sounds familiar. I tried to say that a while ago, and you were like, no.
About what?
What you were saying.
Oh.
I have really enjoyed you tonight. You have been really fun. I'm going to get you sleep deprived more often and put you in front of a microphone and a camera. Because
so I say wacky stuff?
Mm-hmm. Wacky. Nice word.
Wacky.
Let's go. Thanks, guys. One of us is going to go hit the button. We're not going to do the thing where we went 4 hours one night.
Yeah.
I'm going to go hit the button now.
Okay, I need to fall asleep. This is my bedtime. Stay vigilant.
Everything you said was insensitive. This was him reeled in. Dude, like, no mic, no camera. Ugh. 24/7. It's like living with an insensitive Archie Bunker.
What?
Think about that.